Hi and welcome back to VTOL VR, where I'm going to have another muck about in lots of I've forgotten words and things. I probably should start this again, but I'm not going to. I'm going to stick with it. Sunk cost fallacy is kicking in now. I'm going to have another go at the target practice. That was the word I was looking for. So the last time I was in here, I tried the target practice and ran into all kinds of trouble. I kind of mainly went into it hoping to actually do some bombing and things like that. Couldn't figure out how to actually use the air-to-ground weapons. Eventually figured out that there's a air-to-air and air-to-ground mode switch, which I don't think I've seen in any other aircraft in this game before. So that's a thing. Right, let's go configure. I kind of know, well, I was going to say I know what I'm doing. I don't know what I'm doing. So last time I loaded it with lots of A9s, didn't I? I think what I'm going to do this time is... I got symmetry on, haven't I? Do I have any short-range heat-seeking? Hold a short-range heat-seeking. What's a medium-range anti-radiation missile? A modified version of a radar-guided medium-range air-to-air missile. That's kind of what I'm after, I think. Do I want 2 of those or do I want 4 of those? I think I'm going to go with AIM-120s. Let's put AIM-120. Oh, we can. There's a lot more stuff I can choose from. Do we have AIM-120s here? There. Right. So there's quite a few air targets. Can I put AIM-120s on there as well? Yeah, I can. I think to start with, I'm going to concentrate on the air targets. Right, what's that? Medium range anti-radiation missile with a unique top-down attack angle. Can't remember how many air targets there were, but I want to start off. So what? A couple of sidewinders and lots of longer distance. Is that a good... Let's try it. I don't know what I'm doing, let's be honest. Because of course, the thing I always say is I really should do some offline practice, as it were, or, you know, actually read up or watch some videos, things like that. And then I take the headset off and I go and have some lunch and then play another game and things like that, and then before I know it, it's like 2-3 weeks later and I'm like, oh, I want to play some more VTOL VR again, and I haven't played any and I've forgotten most of what I'm doing. Right, I must remember I'm about to be dumped into the cockpit. Right, okay, let's do heading and altitude and hold my speed.
Alpha 1-1,
right, we're good.
Overlord, new contact, group, bullseye 080, 18, 5000, tracking west, group, bullseye 064, 12, 20,000, cold.
Right, let's just see if that looks kind of okay. Maybe a bit too much space above my head. Right, so in this session, there you go, that's a bit better, I think. Yeah, that looks okay. Right, in this session I am aiming to just go hunting. Oh, that was quite a lag spike then. Let's pull up some nav. Let's just do that for a moment. Trying to get my bearings. Okay, so we've got a couple of air targets there. Let's turn, right, okay, so we're in air-to-air mode. Let's turn the radar on. So radar view, I'm not sure I've really understood how that radar view works. Actually, no, I don't want that, do I? I know what I found useful. Was... no, not that one. Is that like tactical display or something like that, right? So what should we have here? Objectives, nav. We'll have that there. That seems like a reasonable layout, right? I feel. Okay. Right. I am in control. I need to move that. That's not quite. About there. That feels good. Okay. Throttle height. I could do with that up a bit. That's better. Right, so we've got some targets down there. Right, let's go weapons hot. So the thing I'm not sure about is actually how to use the radar. I really need to figure out how to use the radar, don't I? Can I? Right, so that's marked those. So that's definitely those there. So let's just...
Shoot. Shoot.
So that's definitely going to do its job. Ah, they are cropping up on radar. Right. So if I make that the sensor of interest... Oh. Okay, I blipped him. Ahaha, right. So I've got the angle. What's this? Is this... Okay, so that's distance. So that goes out to... what, 24 miles or kilometers? Right, I'm going to come in behind these. I'm going to do a little fly past first. So if I go... I'm going to go safe for the moment. Because I don't want to shoot them yet. I want to see what they are. Is there any kind of... friend or foe indicator? I mean, I know they're foe because everything's a target here. Let's just do a little fly past. Sense of interest. No, that didn't work. No. There we go. Is there anything that tells me if they're friendly or not? Is it the colour? Maybe it's just the colour. Something up high, I wonder what that is. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4 targets. They're not going to shoot at me. They don't look friendly, right? Who can tell? So I'm just going to come round. This is just me blatting around really and getting a feel for things, and also taking people on while I know they're not going to shoot back at me. Right, give me a target. Okay, that's one down.
Shoot. Head ball.
Is he defeating? No.
Shoot. Head ball.
Okay, so that's still going off for my first target. I thought it was maybe going for the one. Oh no! Okay, got him. So who's left? So I've got this one left.
Shoot.
Let's use Sidewinder on it. Or shall I?
Shoot. Head ball.
Okay, he's going down as well. Is anyone punched out? Not seeing any shoots. Right, well, blue things on the map, so I'm going to take it that blue is friendly and orange is less friendly. Right, what am I still? I got two AIM-20s left, and I'm going to have two Sidewinders. Right, there's somebody in the air there. So take it they're a bit too far away for them to show up on my radar, but they're definitely showing on there. So let's make you a sense of interest.
Shoot.
Let's lock on. Oh, I can shoot from here. Right, okay. Right, I'm going to go menu, targeting pod, targeting pod, targeting pod. Come on, lock on. There's something over there. Lock on. Not getting a lock. I want to see what it is. There we go. Ooh. Right.
Shoot.
So I can see my missile. I realise that I'm... Ah, no. Past the gimbal limit. I've lost it. Okay, I think they may have defeated my missile. Can you get a lock on that light? Doesn't look like it. I seem to remember, isn't there a way of like looking in the direction of something? What's that? What's mark on and mark off? Don't know what that means. Need to keep an eye on my fuel as well. Last time I was in here, I was pretty much... I think I actually hit bingo fuel, didn't I? Right, let's chase these down. Yeah, I seem to remember there was a... Pip. Target. Pip. I was hoping that maybe Pip was... it would look at whatever I've... marked on there. I just realised as well that the actual threat display thing lags behind where the actual aircraft are, which is interesting. I'm sure there's a good reason for that. Oh, hang on, they're blue. They're blue on there. Why are they blue? Oh, I changed the angle. I didn't want to change the angle. There we go. Oh, I got a HUD display now. Oh, that's interesting. Is that... Oh. Right, hang on. I think this HUD display is interesting because that seems to be showing me where my radar looks. That's super interesting. So what happens if I...
Shoot.
Ah, yeah. So I only see it on my HUD, but I see where the... Ooh, that's a new discovery for me. So how do I... kind of wish there was a way of... Ah, that isn't what I thought I was tracking.
Shoot.
I took one of his wingmen out at least, anyway. Yeah, I was kind of hoping that there'd be a way of
Shoot.
telling the targeting pod to look at, say, whatever I've targeted on here or something like that. I mean, maybe there is a way of doing that. Shit, I've overflown. Didn't mean to. So I can get them to go under me. Right, gonna have him. Yeah, I feel like there should be a way of coordinating the targeting pod and, say, the threat display thing, or something like that.
Shoot. Shoot.
Right, who am I actually focused on? Can't actually tell who. I'm likely to hit.
Shoot.
Right, I want you. Got him! Whoa! Did I take both of them out? No, he's just tearing off. Let's have him as well.
Shoot.
Yeah, he defeated it with a flare. Let's see if we can have him with guns. Got him.
Alpha 1-1, Overlord, Grand Flame.
Okay. That wasn't too bad. That wasn't too bad. That wasn't too bad. Right, so we can turn the hood off on that. I think I can turn the radar off for the moment. So I do have a couple of... Oh, how am I making the centre of interest? That, oh no. Yeah, because you can't be a dog. Right, let's go to air to ground mode. So I feel like I should be able to make the targeting pod look at whatever it is I've got
Shoot.
targeted, right? So that shows the radar angle and lock, but I haven't got, let's just turn that back on again for a second. So that shows the radar angle, auto lock. I don't know what that means, they'll have to look that up. So this controls what I'm seeing in the HUD. I can put allies and missiles on in my HUD. I'm sure that would be useful, right? Two-way point, GPS limit. Don't know what. I'm not seeing anything. Look forward. Where are you? Where's... Oh. Right, there we go. Look forward. Right. I'm just trying to learn how to control this. I just feel like there's a... pip. Okay, I don't know what the pip mode is. Maybe they're Python programmers. I don't know what the pip mode is. I was hoping that it was like whatever the pip over here. Is that a pip? We're going to call it a pip. I was hoping that whatever I've got pipped over here, this would swing round to. But apparently not. So what is mark? Not seeing... Yeah, I'm not seeing anything. Hang on. Pip on you. Sensor of interest. Can't get locked. I feel like this isn't locking on like as well as it used to. Got it. Right. Missile away. Looks like my missile's taking a slightly scenic route. I'm sure I saw my missile disappear behind me. And I haven't seen it on the radar since. Huh. What's happened there then? Knowing this, I'll just bugger off. Is it gone after something else? No idea what just happened. I got one of these left. To be fair, I don't think I got a shoot. I think it told me to shoot, did it? Turn off. Give the limit.
Shoot.
It could be that it just hadn't locked on. There we go. It's going to do its thing. Did its thing. Right, we're all out of weapons. So what I should do now is head back to base, right? So let's go safe. We'll go back to air mode for all the good that does. Menu. How do I go back to menu? Menu. Nav. No, not nav. Comms. Oh, that's really tiny. Can't read. There we go. ATC. Should we go back to the airbase?
Alpha 1-1, tower, copy. Flight heading 226. Expect runway 15.
Well, in terms of getting a bit more familiar with this cockpit and getting a little bit less flustered, I feel like this is going okay so far. There's a lot of things I obviously don't quite understand about this and don't quite know what I'm doing. Just looking, is there anything I need to be worrying about for landing? I don't think so. Keep the wings on auto. Hopefully I can land this thing. Have I landed this thing? I did land this a couple of times, didn't I?
Alpha 1-1, tower, cleared to land at runway 15.
Okay, gear down. Got 3 green. I feel something's changed in the way that targeting pod locks. I seem to remember it being a lot more helpful in terms of locking on. Flaps 2.
Landing gear. Landing gear. Landing gear.
I can find my gears down.
Landing gear. Landing gear.
I feel like I'm a bit too high.
Landing gear. Landing gear. Landing gear.
It's going to be a scrappy landing, I can tell. Let's go full flaps. Oh, I remember trying to land here before, and oh yeah, I haven't successfully landed here because of those damn trees at the end of the runway. That's right, I crashed, didn't I? Right, I'm just going to try and come in a little later on the runway. Let's see if I can do this. Oh, it's so badly nose down. This is a terrible, terrible, terrible landing. Right, I'm not gonna force. I'm gonna try and not force it. He says, dipping his nose down just to. Stalling onto the runway is totally a thing. My God, this is actually a really tricky place to land. These trees are really freaking me out. Okay, I'm actually going to go around. I'm actually going to play it safe. Go around. I'm determined to land this thing. Yeah, those trees at the end of the runway kind of freak me out. I don't know that they're necessarily a problem, but I feel like they're a lot closer. You see, from this angle, they don't look terrible at all. Like, they look easily far enough away. But when you're coming in, you really feel like you're skimming the top of them. Just trying to get a... Yeah, there we go. Let's just try and come in at a bit of a less extreme angle. I'm sure I was nowhere near the usual 3 degrees as I was coming in then. Speed's creeping down a bit. Let's just be careful with that. Let's get my gear down. Still haven't looked at the stall speed on this thing. I feel like I'm too high. I mean, curiously, if I'm reading the indicator correctly, I'm actually... It's actually a bit too low. Alright, let's try and bring it round without stalling in the turn. Oh, I'm way too high. I'm going to nose down. Kind of glide my way in. Oh, this is so bad. This is just so ridiculously bad. Why am I struggling to land this thing? I landed it on the carrier fine. I think I've got a real I've got real anxiety about these trees. Actual real anxiety about those trees. Right, speed's creeping down a bit too much. Crash point's looking good. Could have been tidier, but I'm down. I think I was supposed to request landing again, wasn't I?
Welcome back.
Oh no.
Follow the taxi path to your parking area.
I was a little bit worried then when I didn't get a welcome. Let's put my wings back. Don't know if you're supposed to do that, but it feels like a good thing to do, right? The sound of the tyres on the ground, it sounds like I burst them all. The rumble they're making just makes it sound like I burst them. Right, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to load up on a load of ground stuff this time, because I don't think there's any more. Aircraft to worry about. I'm just going to go back up and do a run at a few ground targets. Now I think I'll call it a day. I say it every time, but this is definitely one of those games where I desperately need to spend a lot more time in and do a lot more practice. I don't give this game as much attention as it deserves, or as much attention as I actually want to give it. You know, flight sims are something I really love. I'm not great at them, but I really enjoy them. But I never dedicate enough time. I mean, as I said before, I did it's getting on for 25 years ago now, that I was very much into playing Microsoft Flight Sim. And I had a decent setup with yoke and pedals and all that kind of stuff. And I bought books for, studying for PPL and all that kind of thing. And I was taking it quite seriously.
Ground crews on station.
And that was tons of fun. Where's the brakes? Where's the brakes in this thing? There's some brake hold. There we go. Right, menu, comms. I don't like this layout. It's kind of, I don't feel like I'm in control. Ground.
Sorry, sir. We can't help you while your engines are running.
Got to turn my engines off. Forgot about
that. Copy.
That was interesting. Right. Right, let's reload with a couple of A9s on the side there, just in case. And then I'm going to go for AGM 188s everywhere, I think. Just because I've been having fun with those. Medium range. They're big and expensive, aren't they? So this thing, I don't think this thing will do the Vulcan, will it? Not Vulcan. Vulcan's the gun, isn't it? Hydras. Hydras, that's it. I don't think it does Hydras. It's kind of a shame, I quite like the Hydras. Right, let's re-equip you. Has that filled that up? Yeah, I think that's filled that up. I haven't used any of that. Let's refuel. Okay, maybe not that much. Maybe about that much. God, these things are costly, aren't they? Sensor, external fuel. I don't think I need external fuel. Let's go for it. Return. There we go. I was looking up there going, emission, fuel. I swear, reading in
You're all
VR
set. Good luck.
is so tricky. Have I started? I have started this thing up before, haven't I? Right, let's go. APU on. Battery on. There isn't anything that actually shows me state the APU. Oh, okay, there we go. Right, engine. I imagine there's a temperature you're supposed to let it get up to. Right, APU off. Oh yeah, there's some lights on the side. I suppose that tells you something useful. Okay, I think we're all good. Right, wings we'll keep back for now. I don't know if that's the thing you should do, but it just feels like the right thing that when you're taxiing about you should not have your wings all the way out, right? ATC. And I want to last contact, request takeoff.
Copy. Taxi to runway 15.
Cool. Let's have my hood back on. Okay, we're good. Let's go back to nav. Looking good, looking good, looking good. I think everything's in place. Let's take the brakes off. Let's put the engine cover on. Let's go for it. Well, at least I'm parked at the end of the runway I want to be using. Windsocks reminded me I haven't played with wind yet. It's a thing that got added a wee while back now. And I haven't played with wind. I think I owe myself a couple of sessions of mucking about in here and seeing that, seeing how well I can do like crosswind landings and things like that. That would be fun. Need to pick the right aircraft, mind. Maybe the trainer, the, was it T55 or whatever it is. That would be a good one to start with.
Alpha 1-1 tower. Clear for takeoff at runway 15.
Thank you, tower. Okay. Try and get roughly lined up in the middle. Let's put the brake on for a minute. Let's adjust my headset. Give myself a little bit of flaps. Oh! Sweep. Yes. Let's go into auto. That was naughty of me. Give it a bit of flaps. Actually, I just want to check. Yep, we're all still good. That's still there. So let's go back to nav. And yeah, the targets are all over there, so we're going to head over that way. Ooh, what are they? They're moving. Are they ground targets and it's just picking up different distances? It might just be picking up different distances. Okay, right. Brake hold. Off. go. Oh, the nose actually started lifting up itself. Flaps up, gear up. Let's go for it. Sure, I would have got into all kinds of trouble for a takeoff like that, really. Right, let's go for those two up on that ridge over there. Zoom out a bit there, make use of sort of interest for a moment. Get a bit of altitude. There you are. Gotcha. Well, maybe that's the way I'm supposed to do this now, is kind of get into the general get the camera pointing in the general area and then dial it in while looking at the camera. Oh, didn't mean to do that. Okay, so air to ground, AGM 188. So do I have to get it sort of off the nose?
Shoot.
Looks like I do. I think I got both of those nicely lined up. Down one, down two. Okay, cool. Right, what we got next? Is there anything else? Anything else, anything else, anything else? I thought there was another ground target. Oh, there's something out there. Oh no, it's right there.
Shoot.
Right, in the right general area. Zoom in a bit. There. Okay. This all the way.
Shoot. Chaff flare. Chaff flare.
Not need to, but it just feels like I'm playing the part, right? As close as I can get. do like the way the missile comes in from the top. Gotcha. Right, radar network complete. Did I lose audio again? Does seem like there's still an audio, yeah, voice problem. Destroy the vertical takeoff attack jets coming from the Whoa!
1-1, Overlord, new contact, hostile bullseye 0T5.
Ha 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 ha.
Alpha
Okay.
1-1, Overlord, new contact, hostile bullseye 0T5. 25, low, tracking south.
This is where you really need to set up your config, isn't it? Let's put radar on. Let them see my radar. Oh, I can't see it. Radar there. Okay. I want to see. Go back. How did I have it configured so I could see the radar on my hood? I had that configured, didn't I? Ah, there, hood. There we go. Not that that actually matters, because... Oh. I'm not actually using anything radar guided anyway. Right, I'm going to have to try and get in close. I've only got 2 sidewinders. I'm going to have to try and get in close behind these guys, right? Can't see them yet. I've got their blips, but I can't actually see them. I want to get really close. I don't want to get a chance to get a flare off. God, they're flying low.
Altitude.
I think I got them blipped pretty well, actually. Got him. Got him.
Alpha 1-1, Overlord, Grand Slam.
Cool. Okay, that was pretty good. That was pretty good. I don't think there are any other targets now. Let's turn the radar off. Objectives. Destroy the artillery targets. Oh, really? I haven't got anything left though. I do have 5 of the AGM 188s left, but I don't know if they're any good. Where are the artillery targets? Set waypoint. Ooh. Everything went black for a moment then. Aha. I think this is going to take guns, maybe? I probably needed bombs for this. Let's go and have a look. See what there is. I presume I can't use radar or something like that to help me see. Let's go for targeting pod forward. Make you a centre of interest. Is there anything there? Something there. Aha! There is. All I got is guns. I can't shoot these missiles at those. Those, like... No, I can't shoot one anyway. Yeah, because I don't actually have anything targeted. Okay, I got one. Got one. I think I'm close. I've still got plenty of ammo left. Don't know how many are left. I feel like there's one left. I wish my neck worked. Yeah, there's one left. Got it. I think the display was a little confusing then. What I was seeing in the camera was one was in the corner, that it looked like it wasn't on fire, it looked like it was unharmed. The one I was trying to shoot was at the edge. Excuse me, I'm going to cough. I'm getting close to needing a drink. Oh no, I think it just burnt out. That's why it looked like it wasn't on fire, because it literally burnt out. Okay. Right, objectives. Destroy the column of vehicles crossing the bridge. I think that might be enough for now though. Nav. There's nav. Yeah, it's a long way off. I think I'm going to call it a day now. I think what I am going to do is come in for another session in a week or so and just do this all again. Just to practice, get familiar, feel a lot more comfortable. Although, you know what, it's not that far away, is it? I got some cannon left. Let's go for it. But I will still do that. I will still come in a couple of weeks. Where? Why can I not find anything on here? It's weird how my brain just won't process. Is there I feel like there should be a reset on here. Where are you? There they are. I didn't want to do that. I was hoping to get a slightly better view of what was going on. Going under the bridge, going under the bridge, going under the bridge.
Altitude.
Yeah, I was trying to give myself a better view of them, but that just went catastrophically wrong. It's not really helping. That was close, that was close, that was close. There are 155 rounds left. Get round. 155 rounds left. 2 targets left, and they're split apart. No. Oh, did I get him? I think I got him. I think there's one left. I think there's one left. It's kind of amazing how you get all that time to sort of line up and get yourself ready. Oh no, there's still 2 left. I thought I got one of them. Oh, I've got 6 rounds left. Damn it. Damn it, damn it, damn it. I'm not going to pull it off. I'm going to have to go back and rearm, but I'm not going to do that this time. But like, yeah, you sort of line up and get ready, and then that's it, I'm out. And then it just all gets, you know, there's like this final few seconds of terror as everything just gets really, really close. Really, really quick. Right, I think, let's go out in a blaze of glory. I could go back and land, but I can't be arsed. I'm going to take them out one way or another. I will save the city. I will sacrifice myself to save the city. Hey boys, I'm back. I don't think I did it. I think I actually came down a bit. Yeah. They got away with that. That was fun. Finish that mission. Yeah, I'm going to do this target practice 2 or 3 more times at least. I really feel like I'm slowly getting used to managing the cockpit, slowly getting used to thinking about how I would go about doing this. I realise that aerial refuel practice is a thing that carry landing I'm not fantastic at, but I can pull off carry landings. It takes 2 or 3 goes. I normally get waved off, but eventually, you know, if I ignore the wave off, I still get to land and stuff like that. That's actually, I can generally do carry landings. They're not tidy. Aerial refuel is a thing I've never tried. So ever, like, I've just never tried it in any aircraft. I think that's telling me that I really, really, really should. So I think I'm gonna, over the next couple of weeks, month or so, I'm gonna do some more of this target practice just to try and get myself more used to managing the cockpit, get a bit less flustered flying this thing. I did this with the T-55. You know, some of the missions, the more I ran at them, the more I felt like I was in control of the aircraft, the more I felt like I wasn't scrabbling to try and control a thing I didn't understand. it's a bit of a cliche, but over time I started to feel like the aircraft was an extension of me, and I was flying the mission rather than I was sat there managing this thing that was flying the mission for me. I felt a bit more like it was a tool I was using. I'm not there with this thing yet. Probably not quite comfortable with how it handles as well, but I'm slowly getting there. So I think a couple more runs through this target practice just to get a bit more of a feel for it. I think I should also, like when it came to taking out the artillery, I should have probably gone back and loaded up with, say, some dumb bombs or something like that, or maybe even some GPS guided stuff. I don't know. This seems like a great opportunity to learn how to control some of those things. Presumably I can use some kind of GPS guided bomb, so like overfly the artillery, mark it, and then drop the bomb, or something like that. I think the other thing I need to figure out is just some of those nuances when it comes to like what's that pip mode or whatever it is with the targeting pod and stuff like that. Maybe I'm missing something, maybe it isn't a thing there whatsoever, but I feel like I just feel like I should be able to, on that threat display or whatever you call it, I feel like I should be able to pick a target on there and the targeting pod will instantly go to it, or it should be guided to it or something like that. Feels like that should be a thing. I don't know that it is, so I should probably figure that out, and if it is, I should figure out how to use it, or vice versa. If I select a target with the targeting pod, is there a way of getting the threat display to blip onto that or something like that? Who knows? I mean, obviously lots of people know, because lots of people actually fly this properly and take this seriously as you take a game anyway. And I envy those, and I wish I had. I kind of wish I had. I could dedicate the time to it. I could spend a whole weekend playing this, come in, have a session, have a break, come in, have a session, have a break, and just play it and play it and play it. I absolutely could do that. But I like playing lots of different games. I only really get weekends to play games in VR, and I like to play a bunch of different ones. Just before I came in here, I was playing Downhill VR, because there's a new release of it. I've also bought and downloaded a new VR game today. What's it called? The Reese Project Prelude or whatever. It looked interesting. I don't know if it's going to be any good. It's got reasonable reviews. I'm not sure it's going to run great on my machine. Who knows? It's £7, new VR experience, and I love VR. So, I want to fit these things into the weekend. And normally, most weekends, I get to play anywhere between 7 and 10 games, which means 7 or 10 videos out of the weekend and everything. And could I play, 7 VTOL VR sessions over the weekend? Yeah, sure I could, and I'm sure I'd actually get a lot more competent at it. But I like the variation. I like playing lots of different things. Should dedicate more time to this though, definitely. Anyway, I'm waffling on. So from this dip into VTOL VR, where I feel like I progressed ever so slightly, thank you very much for watching, and goodbye.